Hello, hello, hello. Ah, hello, hello, hello. And welcome to the One and One Music Review Show. Yes, to all my listeners who are currently tapped in, please bear with me. Of course, I haven't been here in quite a while. And today I am back for the first time, and I am hoping that everything is working correctly. So, by show of hands, ladies and gentlemen, you are more than welcome to send me within your chat, that you can hear me loud and clear. Of course, we are going to have on today's show, of course, Raphael Tate, who is going to be joining us later, but we are going to start off with Irie Priest. I don't want you guys to go anywhere. I will be right back. Okay, so let me know in the chat if you can hear me loud and clear. I really appreciate it.
Thinking of you and me, and the pain, staring at the pale evening skies. I'm thinking of you and me, and the love we share. It all started as a game goal, a sweet game I never felt before. Could have not have said no, no, girl, cause your beauty penetrated in my soul. It all started as a game goal, a sweet game I never felt before. I could have not have said no, no, girl, cause your beauty penetrated in my soul. I'm sitting at my window pane, staring at the pale evening sky. I'm thinking of you and me, and the love we share. I'm sitting at my window pane, staring at the pale evening sky. I'm thinking of you and me, and the love we share. Whoa, oh, oh, hey, whoa, whoa, my God, whoa, hey, whoa, whoa, hey, whoa.
Yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen, I thank you for tapping in with us. So, to the listening audience, greetings. I thank you for tapping in with me. I could not do this without you.
I'm sitting at my window pane.
Yes, yes, yes. Greetings to everyone who are currently tapped in wherever you are from across the world. To all the persons that are saying, welcome, Empress Rose, welcome back. I thank you. I thank you. I thank you wholeheartedly. Blessings, love, and light to my Rastafari family. Itineral guidance to the masses. I tell you, again, I could not do this without you. So, again, wherever you are, in the world. I thank you for joining me in today's Music Lab. Would like to send a special shout out to all the new listeners. Just know that we welcome you here today. So, for everyone who is currently tapped in, have never, or some persons do not know what the one on one music review is all about. I mean, it's in the title. However, the one-on-one music review show are based on the merits of each artist's musical production and not necessarily on fan base or music sales. All songs included in the weekly shows are by artist submissions or recommendation by fans. The music content that's played on this show is judged by the quality of the recording, the listener impact, creativity, and overall sonic quality. Of course, in the background, we currently have Irie Priest who has joined us. Of course, we are working out some kinks today because it's my first day back. But of course, Irie Priest is here and he hails from Kenya. So, of course, it's like midnight in Kenya. Irie Priest, are you there? How are you?
I'm fine. How are you doing?
I'm doing well, Of
Yeah,
course,
that's
I
good.
was ill and I had to take some time off, but I am back. And today's the first day, and you get to be the first artist that I interview. You know? That's what a welcome back present it is to myself and to my listening audience as well. So, for the listening audience who do not know, who have never heard about Irie Priest before, and this is their first time actually vibing to your tracks. We have been, doing promotions throughout the week for yourself, and there are persons who are looking forward to learning more about you and learning more about Kenya and what's going on that end as well. So before we start, could you tell our listening audience a little bit about yourself?
Oh, Irie Priest is a reggae artist from Kenya, and also I do girls empowerment program through boxing. So Irie Priest did an album. My album, latest album, is out. It's called Al Keblan, and it's talking about Africa. So it has 10 tracks. And as we proceed, I'll be I'll be glad to get to hear what the fans will say about, and also
About the
answer any questions about the
Yeah.
music and anything they ask. Maybe I'll be able to answer.
Love it, love it, love it. So, yes. Would like to take the time at the beginning right now just to shout out the various countries. Well, not all the countries, but some of the countries that are currently tapped in. I thank you guys for really already starting to show up. I appreciate it. So, Botswana is in the house. Welcome, Peter. I see you. Botswana is in the house. Ghana is ever so present. Ghana, I could not do this without you. You're one of my fans, my biggest fans. And you always come aboard and you support every single artist that's come through. So big ups to Ghana. I'm not going to shout everyone. I will do it from time to time. Welcome as well to South Africa. Thank you guys for being here. And I see you, Zimbabwe, as well. All right. As I go through the show, I will, of course, shout out persons as well, and I will welcome your questions as well. So, Irie Priest, I was opened up the show with Window Pane, one of the tracks as well that we had a few artists who actually went in, or I should say a few listening persons who went in and listened to your album or listened to your works, and they are loving the reggae thing that's going on as well. So I have from Art out of New York. He wants to know, is your primary genre reggae music?
Yes, my prime genre is reggae music.
So do you dabble in any other genre beside reggae music, or has it always been reggae music?
It's always been reggae music.
Okay. Now, one of the reasons that he asked that question, because he's clarifying, I'm looking on screen, he's clarifying that the reason that he asked, because when he went to listen to your music, he found another Irie Priest as well. But as well, the artists, they have various artists across the world where it is that you share the name. That's one of the things with this business. You may think you're the only
Yes,
Irie Priest, and then you find out
yes.
there's an Irie Priest in Shanghai or
There's
somewhere
another
else.
Irish Christian.
Yes, yes. So he wanted to know as well about that. So talk to me about the album. You last time we spoke, you were supposed to be on my show for Reggae Month. However, I got sick within Reggae Month, and I remember that you were going to be like the next artist. So of course it was only natural for me to open up
Yes,
with you. But in terms of the
yeah,
album that you've released, talk to me locally. How is it being accepted locally as well?
yeah. The track that I released is having a very positive reception locally.
Mhm.
I've been having shows, and I had a show when we were also ushering in the new year at the coast, in our coastal area, Mombasa region there. So I also had several shows in Nairobi,
Yes.
and even the airplay, it's being played on air. So I'm receiving positive reception with the album.
Wow, love it. Um, Now, at what age would you say that you say, you know what? Um, you have all these other different genres, because Kenya is one of my places. I've been numerous times, and I
Mm.
always say, I always say to my friends there, "Oh, you guys listen to everything else except your own music." And everywhere I go, to be frank with you, everywhere I go, the number one music that you guys are listening to is reggae. uh, so
Yeah,
so
yes.
so I have Basil, Basil, Basil out of Montego Bay, and his question to you is, how is reggae received within Kenya? I mean, I know, but I will let you, the artist, answer that. How is reggae received within Kenya?
Reggae is a home of reggae here in Kenya for Africa because it has a huge following and it has a very positive reception. I think very many people here relate to the reggae and especially the message that it carries. So reggae is very much accepted here and a huge following of reggae in Kenya.
Wow. Now, if I had to poll you and ask, who is the artist, the one reggae artist that you are listening to? I know that as we create, as the artists go to create their material, sometimes they take they have to listen to other artists as well to get the mood flowing and stuff like that as well. If I had to poll you and say, what are you listening to in your iPad or at home right now, who is the one artist that you listen to on a weekly basis?
Most of the time, I grew up listening to Gregory Isaac and this other artist, Dennis Brown. Imam.
Dennis Emmanuel Brown. I love it. I love it. You know, there's a thing that I always see on this show is that when I ask an artist, who are the persons that they're listening to or their favorite artists, you can hear a little bit of that artist within their productions as well. Because they emulate exactly, you know, that artist that is driving the forefront or is in the forefront of what it is that they're doing. Well, I'm going to jump to one of your other tracks for our listening audience just so they get acclimated. And when we come back, we'll have some more questions. I'll also take more questions from the audience as well.
Thank you.
No worries. Keep it locked.
Keep it locked.
Just to keep it locked. All right, here we go.
Oh, mama, 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 hey, police and thieves roaming the street to eat. Police and thieves ruling the streets. Hey, I don't wanna go out there, out in the street, 'cause I am afraid I may be a victim. Said a victim of the street rulers. My God, victim of the street rulers. Hey, 'cause back in our yard, there is no freedom, not at all. Back in our yard, there is no freedom, no justice. I don't wanna go out there, out in the street, 'cause I am afraid I may be a victim. Said a victim of the street rulers. My God, a victim of the street rulers. Hey, police and thieves roaming the street. My God, my God, my God, my God. Police and thieves ruling the streets. Hey, I don't wanna go out there, out in the street, 'cause I am afraid I may be a victim. Said a victim of the street rulers. My God, a victim of the street rulers. Hey, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. My God, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim, I'm a victim. I'm a victim,
Yes, yes, yes. To all the listening audience out there, yes, we are currently tapped in with Irie Priest, where we have been vibing, asking a few questions about his recent release and his music thus far, with a few questions coming from our listening audience. To all the persons currently tapped in as well, in Jamaica, I thank you. Guyana, Grenada, I see you as well. So I thank you guys for just showing up, you know, and letting me know that, you know, you still value what it is that I do and the music and the artists that I bring to you. So I hear you loud and clear. So to Gwen out of Grenada that says, you know, I appreciate you, Empress, coming through. You always bring some interesting artists and their material is always loved. I appreciate you, Gwen. Thanks for echoing the sentiments. I really appreciate that. So, Irie Priest, welcome back. Now, I've had a chance to listen to Street Rulers, which is, you know, the track that our listening audience was just vibing to as well. Talk to me about Street Rulers. Talk to me about the writing and what is the storyline behind the track itself.
Street Rulers is talking about a situation whereby sometimes where we find situations here, we have demonstrators who are opposing maybe what is happening within the leadership and the executive. And so when we have this kind of demonstrations, we have civil organizations and people demonstrating civil rights. Sometimes we have also police, and they come to try and put security in these areas. And sometimes we find confusion because also in this kind of situation, we have some people who take advantage and play politics. So we have thugs also who infiltrate in this, and they cause a lot of insecurity, sometimes even death, and a lot of injuries and destruction of property. And most of the time, sometimes it's the civilians who end up being the victims.
So as I listen to the track and thinking in terms of performance, is this one of your preferred performance tracks as well?
Yeah, yeah, it's also a performance track as well.
Yes. Okay. Love it. Love it. Now, um, I've just been having conversations with a few persons in Kenya, a few of my buddies in Kenya as well, and there appears to be a bit of unrest going on right now. Could we talk a little bit more about, even as we talk about street rulers themselves, what's going on with Kenya right now?
Right now, there's a lot of dissenting voice, and people are really not very happy with the kind of life, because they are crying about the cost of living. The cost of living has gone very high. There's so much that is happening. Some are also finding it hard because of the health sector.
Mm-hmm.
It's also, yeah, so there's a lot of demonstrations that are happening, and a lot of also youths who are engaged in this. They are the ones, the Gen Zs are in the front line, and there have been friction with the Gen Zs and the administration and the governments, with hard people dying, people being abducted and disappearing, and so it's the kind of feeling that is happening right now here, and people are trying to see what will happen, but there is a lot of agitation and demonstrations going on. But we know that the Gen Zs right now are the ones now taking over, and they have all the time, and they're very much educated in terms of social media, so they organize themselves, and they are the ones putting too much pressure for better leadership. That is what's happening right here.
You know, I had two friends from, well, two persons, associates from Africa, who actually called me before. There's so much going on right now. Different parts of the world. You just like from Libya to, you know, um, Israel, Palestine. There's so much going on right now. But I have two of my friends that called me from Africa and said to me, Empress, do you remember when you had your conferences and you kept on saying the Gen Zs are going to rise up because they can only take so much. So we've been through a generation that got very comfortable, and with ourselves as well. And now we are seeing where the Gen Zs have risen, and are making moves and are saying, listen, this is not what we want. We want better living. We want to be able to go to work and have jobs as well. And I think that's one of the priority that needs to be looked at, just about
Yeah,
in every place, because there's a lot of the youths that do not have any jobs. So what happens when you have a youth that doesn't have any job and they're just,
I think they have been overlooked, and most of these youth are educated,
mm-hmm,
and what you're saying is real, because there's a big percentage of unemployed youth, and these unemployed youth are very educated because they went to school, most of them, so they are literate, they are not illiterate.
yes,
And so with that kind of trend, having so many unemployed youth, and also a percentage that is now also feeling hopelessness,
mm-hmm,
and they feel that they don't have opportunities, and so it is just prudent, like it was a time bomb ticking.
It's a
So
ticking time bomb.
changes across Africa, I think it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Unemployment is too much, and the young generation have been overlooked because most of the time, even most of the people they don't talk, the government people in our position, they don't talk about Gen Zs how to empower them.
Right.
So
Hmm.
yes, they have been left in the cold for so long. So it's right now, I think they are raising their voices and saying that you got to listen to us too,
Now,
because they're the next generation.
is there a particular section in Kenya that this is happening to more than others? Because is it more in Nairobi and not so much in Eldoret?
Yeah, Nairobi is capital city, so there's too much happening in Nairobi than in any other place. But with the social media and the Gen Z is happening everywhere, because that's where they air their views. That's where they have their meetings and discussions. So it's happening like everywhere. But the demonstrations, most of them are happening because it's a capital city, and this is where also most of the government day-to-day running is being done here in the capital city, Nairobi.
Wow, wow. You know, um, there is a set of kids within they belong to a company, they belong to a group. There's a group of kids, I should say. There's a group of kids that the manager for the kids wanted to be able to listen to today's interview as well. And he doesn't know you personally as an artist, but he knows that you're artist from Kenya. And so he wanted me to ask you this question as well, because he's going to play the recording for the kids because it's so late right now. It's after 12 and they're sleeping and stuff like that, or getting ready for bed. Or so he wanted to know, like, in terms of like the kids who are out there fighting, or standing up, not so much fighting, but standing up exactly for what they believe in. What would be your message to the kids in Kenya?
My message for the kids in Kenya will be right now, they are fighting for what they believe and for what everybody believes is right. And I think they should do it, and they should not do it in a violent way, because sometimes, if most of the times we see they are not violent, but they should also be worried, and I mean they should be aware that when in these demonstrations we have infiltrators who can also make who can cause injuries and deaths and stuff like that. We have people disguising themselves, so when they are outside they are demonstrating, they should be very much aware of these dangers. That's also what street rulers is talking about, because some people, they will hijack their posts, and when they hijack their posts, it turns out not to serve the purpose they intended to serve.
Well, thanks for that message. I will ensure, well, they're going to be listening to the recordings after, so I appreciate your response as well. Something that I learned this week about you as well is that you box. I did not realize that you box, and I was go to your page and I was posting. I was like, he's a boxer. So I guess, to anybody that will run upon you within those within what's going on, or the protest that's going on there, they should be know that Irie Priest goes beyond being an artist. He wears another belt that includes
But
boxing.
I used to do boxing. Nowadays I don't do boxing as such, but I am very much involved in boxing,
Yeah.
because I coach girls, and I'm working with an empowerment program organization for girls. We have 6,000 girls in the program, and it's about challenging stereotypes and using boxing to create a voice for them. So that's while I'm in boxing. But also in that, I've managed to produce a world champion from that organization in a professional boxing.
Uh-huh.
She's now the, yeah, she's now the World Boxing Foundation champion. She's called Sarah Chen,
Oh
and so
wow.
many of them also are in the national team coming from that institution. So
Wow.
that's the part. That's another part of it.
That's what I'm saying. You have skills beyond the music itself, and I really love
Yes.
it because sometimes people see us as just one way, you know,
No,
just
no.
one
Yeah,
way.
yeah, I get you.
Don't realize that we can wear, various hats as well. So yes, I saw you in action. I was like, oh, okay. Well, I'm gonna I'm gonna jump to one of the other tracks, and when I come back, we're going to ask you some, just a few more
Yes,
questions
because
before we.
I had written there in Swahili, Kuchikumbusha Mimi. I'm reminding myself. So I
Yeah.
was like,
Uh-huh.
am I really? Can I really do it?
In Swahili, that's also
Yeah.
one of the languages I need to learn because every friend that I have in Kenya, they speak perfect English to me. I think if they spoke to me in Swahili, I would have catch on. But yeah,
Yeah.
yes. All right. Well, sit still. We are going to vibe to one of your other tracks, and when we come back, we have some last minute questions for you before we vibe out of here. Yes, yes.
Okay.
Go nowhere.
Oh, wandering stranger, my Lord. Hey, I'm a wandering stranger, and I don't know where to hide. 'Cause every day I raise up, evil forces wanna put me down. And whenever I'm walking, I give me thanks and praises to Him. 'Cause every day I wake up, I give thanks and praises to Him. Yes, every day I wake up, I give thanks and praises to Him. Hey, oh, hey, wandering stranger, my Lord. Oh, hey, and whenever I'm walking, I always ask for Jaja guidance. 'Cause I always know that this here world is not my home. I am the creator of all things, they are there and good too. It's every day I wake up, I give thanks and praises to Him. 'Cause every day I wake up, I give thanks and praises to Him. Hey, oh, hey, wandering stranger, my Lord. Oh, hey, I am the creator of all things, the stars, moon, and the sun. Him the Alpha and also Him are truly the Omega. The evil forces so now put me down, while the Lord gonna strike them down. 'Cause every day I wake up, I give thanks and praises to Him. Yes, every day I wake up, I give thanks and praises to Him. 'Cause every day, I give thanks and praises to Him. 'Cause every day, I give thanks and praises to Him. 'Cause every day I wake up, I give thanks and praises to Him. Oh my Lord, 'cause every day, I give thanks and praises to
Yes,
Him.
yes, yes, to the listening audience. Again, could not do this without you. So, yes, I see all the comments. Just know that I'm operating on various platforms, so bear with me. As I go through a list of questions. And if it is that I did not get to your question, please do not hold it against me as well. You are more than welcome to visit the artist's social media handle where you can always big him up as well, okay? So we have Chris out of Toronto, Canada, that's asking, am I of course Yeah, I'm Jamaican. Yes. Chris, I am Jamaican. So he asks if I'm Jamaican as well. And he says he's loving the music, just listening to the richness of the music that comes out the continent is a breath of fresh air. Big ups to you, Chris. And thanks for your comment as well. And he's hailing out of Toronto, Canada. So Irie Priest is saying that, he really loves your music and it's a breath of fresh air to listen to some authentic reggae from the motherland,
Blessing,
as
blessing,
well. Yes.
blessing.
So, as well, would like to shout out Beverly out of Montreal, Canada. She's loving the show. She said, "Welcome back, Empress. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I appreciate you as well." We have David Misiko. He says, "Love the show. Big up Irie Priest of reggae." David Misiko, do you know that name? As well.
I know David Missy.
Okay. We have KK Kama, who says, "Big up Irie Priest. You're doing big things." Nice one. Nice one, Irie Priest. Nice one, Priest.
Give thanks, bless.
Shout out to World Reggae Promotion. See you. Love you. Thanks for being here. And promoter Natty King thing. Love it, love it, love it as well. As I am going to go through some of the countries right now as well. So yes, I always be saying the African countries, and sometimes I do forget my Caribbean countries, but you are representing as well today, and I appreciate it. So big up to Guyana, big up to Grenada, big up to Trinidad and Tobago, as well as my own country, Jamaica, various parts as well. And then out of Africa as well. I mean, Ethiopia is very late right now. It's like early in the morning, but Ethiopia is listening. So thanks, Ethiopia, for lending to me that listening ear as well and showing up. My first day back as well. I tell you, the love that I get from the various countries, I'm a very appreciative of it as well. And we have Mauritius as well. That's alive and well. Mauritius, yes, and Nigeria. The West Africa countries are out. I love you guys. Well, we have Daniel that said, "Empress, on another note, thanks for Africa Day. I really love the film." Oh, thank you as well. You're welcome. Yes, but it's all about Irie Priest right now. So, Irie Priest, I have just I should say, our listening audience just had an opportunity to listening to Wandering Stranger. So back to the music itself. What I've listened to, I'm telling you, I really love everything that I've listened to for you thus far as well. Now, do you work with local promoters, or do you accept, like, if there are other promoters that are overseas that would like to work with you? Would you like to work with them as well? Because I have a promoter from Germany who is asking the question.
I would love to work with a promoter from overseas because I don't have a promoter I'm working with here right now that I have a contact with. I just work with somebody that gives me work. But if I get a promoter, I would be very glad to work with a promoter from overseas.
Okay, so we have Stanley out of Germany, and he's asking if you have ever performed outside of Kenya.
No, I haven't performed outside of Kenya. I just performed in Kenya.
Oh, wow. Well, that would be a great opportunity for you to leave Kenya and explore the world, and and be able to perform other
I would
places.
love that Empress Rose so that I can also spread the message.
That's right. It's about spreading the message. I see sometimes your people go on tour and are there tours happening? Well, in terms of our genre, this is what I'm vying for this year. I want to see more artists performing reggae music. I mean, by all means, it's the number one music. I dare somebody to challenge me. Yeah, so I need to see reggae music. I need to see artists on tours and just touring, Africa and Canada and you name it. There's the various places across the world. I want to see more. That's what I want to see this year. I want to see more artists, just doing the damn thing, because we
Mhm.
we make that great music. Can't deny it. can't,
Yeah.
can't
And
deny
you're
it.
doing an amazing job by also spreading and also bringing out artists to the world.
Oh
It's
yeah.
an amazing job.
Oh,
We
thank you.
appreciate you and praise you.
I thank you. I
Just,
thank you. I hear it. I hear it
yes.
all the time. That um, even from some of our promoters over in Europe and the UK, that I didn't know about this artist until I listened to your show. So the good thing about my show, this is the fifth year that I've been
Yeah.
doing this. Yeah, still a baby. That I've been doing this. So the good thing about the show is that we have, varied listeners. So you have promoters, we have producers. You're just a general audience who just wants to know what's going on with that artist, or they've never heard that artist before. And they are actually artists who have been booked from promoters listening to the show and are hearing them for the
Yeah.
first time and say, no, I got to get him on my stage. So yes, I welcome everyone, that has their music, and not just reggae. We do other genres as well. Right. So,
God bless you.
so yes, as we wind down the time, because it is that, yes, we have, of course, Raphael Tate in the back. That's going to be coming up, and talking about his album as well. Awesome album. But before you go, Irie Priest, what else? What is next on the agenda for yourself? Performing locally, other interviews. What's next for you in terms of the music?
In terms of the music, I want to do another album as well as I continue performing this album that I did at the other previous works that I've been doing, singles and stuff like that.
Hmm.
But I want to do another album. Yeah,
You're working on another album. Okay. Is that something we can
yeah.
expect later this year or next year?
Maybe later. I mean, early next year.
Oh, okay. All right. Well,
Yeah.
I tell you, it's always a pleasure hanging out with you. I appreciate you. Thanks for being my first artist back. I mean, you were supposed to be the artist that I would have interviewed in February after I disappeared, right? But you are here, and it's no time like the present. I am going to vibe out with Al Kebilon. For persons who do not know, what is it that you need to tell them about this track?
Alkebulan is the original name of Africa, and I'm talking about the greatness of Africa, Alkebulan as it was, and also now as it is rising up, it's an awakening time for Africa. So it's about that's what it's talking about, Alkebulan.
Yes, I was having a conversation recently with my daughter, and I was telling her that Burkina Faso, that was not the original name for Burkina Faso as well. That was a different name that was given by the colonizer, and they changed it as well. Africa was not that name; it was Al Kibilon.
Yeah,
So, for persons who
yeah,
don't
yeah.
know, go look it up. This is the original name as well. Do you think we should go back to this original name?
Yeah, I think everything should be original.
I love it. I love it. Thanks for the response.
Yeah,
It's been a pleasure
yeah,
having you. It's been a pleasure having
thank
you
you.
come through, but I want you to leave your social media handles with the listening audience before you go.
All right. My social media handles, I'm at in YouTube. You can find me at Starline Productions 254. That's where you can see my videos. And for my album, you can also check it at Irie Priest, same YouTube. On the Instagram, you can also find me as Irie Priest,
That's
and Facebook too.
that's right. I repriest all the way. Again, thanks for coming through. I
And
appreciate.
my
Hmm.
email address is small letters AANJERE at yahoo.com. Anjere at yahoo.com.
And jury at yahoo.com. Wow.
Yes.
Okay. Thanks again, I Priest. It's been a pleasure. I appreciate you. We are going to vibe out with Alkebulan. For persons who do not know about, the original name of Africa, I suggest you can Google. Actually, ChatGPT will give you a more, lengthy explanation in terms of the Alkebulan. However, be careful
Mm,
of ChatGPT as well. It's not always 100% correct, Dad. So the spelling is Alkebulan. That was the original name of
yeah.
Africa. All right.
Okay. Yeah.
Yes, yes, yes. So, ladies and gentlemen, sit back. We are going to be right up with none other than the man himself. We're talking about Raphael Tate in the building.
Mama, Africa, whoa. Al Kabulen, Al Kabulen, Al Kabulen, Africa, motherland. Do you know Africa was called Al Kabulen? Original Al Kabulen, it means the land of the rising sun. Oh, yo, 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 yo. There was a tribe there living that was called Afri. Oh, and it means free. Yeah, free tribe, Africa. Oh, do you know that Africa? Do you know Africa is my motherland? Yeah, they came with slavery. I survive, AI. They brought colonization, still I survive, AI. They bring racism, I am one strong still. Al Kabulen, the land of the rising sun. Oh, yo, 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 AI. Alexander the Great him tried to conquer Ethiopia, but he never succeeded, no. Yeah. She was the queen of Ethiopia called Candace. She stopped Alexander the Great without even a war. Yeah. Africa was great. Africa is still great. Al Kabulen, original. I say Al Kabulen, original. Do you know Mensa Musa was from Africa? The richest man who ever lived the earth. Whoa. And when Mensa Musa visited Egypt, he came along with 400 camels full of gold and made gold to lose value. Al Kabulen, the land of the kings and queens.
Well, there, of course, we are going to be back with Raphael Tate. Do not go anywhere. Keep it locked right here. And you're welcome to share, 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 share. Okay?
Oh, Africa, 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 Al Kabulen, Africa. Oh, Africa. Hey.
Yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen, I tell you, yeah. Apparently, my screen has lit up where persons are like, "Who is Raphael Tate?" And I'm like, "Oh, you don't know who he is?" I'm laughing because it is that persons are literally sending messages right now like, "Who is this? He is awesome," and they think that they've all heard him somewhere before. I think you have, and you just didn't pay attention. Okay, but we are talking about Raphael Orlando Tate, where he's not just a singer. He's a songwriter, a dancer. I got to ask him about that dancing part. A dancer and a record producer as well. And yes, it's been making moves, Billboard charts, Grammy, all of that. We're going to talk about all of that. So we have Raphael in the background. Yes. Hi, how are you?
Hey, what's going on, Empress?
Eh,
Hope all is well. What's going
Um,
on, beautiful people?
well, for the most part, I must say that I am grateful to be here. I am very grateful. I am thankful that I can be here to do these interviews. So usually I'm
Yes,
doing
indeed.
6, 7, 8, 9, 10 interviews today. I decided to test the waters and start off with two as well,
Yes, indeed. Thank you.
recommendations as well by the doctor. So I'm starting off with two and I'm doing good so far. So far.
Thank you. And I'm honored and grateful to be on the platform as well. So thank you so much for having me.
Thank you, thank you. So, I gave a little bit of a choppy introduction just to get our audience acclimated in terms of, the talent that's coming up, that's sitting right here with me right now.
Yes,
Um, so I'm going to go through some of the list of the things that you have done throughout the years, and you could keep our audience acclimated, and by letting us know exactly about these things because I didn't know about some of them as well. I knew about a few things, but there are more that has surfaced before this
yes, indeed.
interview that I found out about yourself as well. So, um,
Mm.
I opened up with "Is This Love?" That track is from All of Me. Am I correct? The album All of Me.
Yes, the yes, yes. My second debut album.
Now, I have persons across the pond who are sending me messages and saying, "I'm pretty sure that I've heard this guy on radio. I know this voice." Now, to answer the audience, is there a particular song besides "Is This Love" that's very common within your catalog that you know about? That is very
Yeah,
popular that they would know you by.
A Fool in Love
A
is one of the ones that BBC One Extra championed a while ago. So yeah,
A Fool in Love.
A
Mm,
Fool in Love.
okay. Wow. All right. I hear you.
Hmm.
Well, the album All of Me. Um, there you have two albums in your catalogs thus far. Am I correct?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Two albums. Now, this album that you have just released, I don't,
Hmm.
for myself, I just started, doing the works in 2023.
Hmm.
Um, but one thing for me is that when I'm going to put out something, I have to feel the urge. I don't just put out something just to put it out.
Yes, indeed.
In terms of this album, um, the album you had done before, I did a little bit of research. Am I correct that it's like 4 years before you actually did this album? You released
Mm.
this album, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so what took you so long to get
All
here?
right. So when basically I started releasing singles from this album
Uh huh.
and of All of Me. So it was always supposed to be a collective album.
Yes.
However, um, in the meantime of me releasing, my mom passed away in 2020,
Mm.
and when she passed away, I kind of like halted on everything and focused directly on that project, which it came out as the first project, which was supposed to be the second project, but it was supposed to be a different understanding, just appreciate my mom instead of it being a farewell to my mom. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? A memorial for my mom.
Yeah.
So, so when that happened, everything pretty much halted, and then time just, time just got away from me,
Hmm.
and just recently, I was like, I can't let another day go past without fighting for these songs that I've worked so hardly to put together.
Mm. Well,
And
yeah, go
mm,
ahead, go ahead.
and I'm just saying that I got the inspiration, divine inspiration, to release it and put it out.
Wow. Well,
Mhm.
let's start. I'm just gonna go through track by track, but towards the end as well, I'll give you my overview in terms of what I think of
Yes,
the
you
album
do.
in its entirety. So, is this love? Is this written
Mm.
for anyone specifically?
Well, I've had a couple of situations in my life
Uh-huh.
that has so when I write a song, I don't just write directly about one person all the time.
Yes.
Collective, a collective experience, a collective of understanding and collecting information from different people.
Mm-hmm.
And so basically, um, I'm a hopeless romantic.
Oh.
So when I meet somebody and I really like them, I lock in. You know
Uh,
what I mean? A lot of people in this day and age are not used to how intense it can be, or how like we do the courting process. So it's not just out here dating and whatever. It's like I'm considering you to be my missus. You know what I mean? Forever type vibe. You know what I mean? Instead of just being a one night stand or a fling or whatever the situation is. It's a really intense situation. So sometimes, you could pull it all out there and put how you really feel out there. And sometimes it can be reciprocated. Sometimes it won't be. Sometimes the woman might be afraid, or
mm-hmm.
might this all this. I want to say it like this: this psychology introduced in intermingled with dating today.
Mm-hmm.
They have so many different terminologies like love bombing and what I'm saying, narcissism and all this and all that, that it's actually gotten in the way of people genuinely getting to know each other without the fears of all this other stuff that I have no clue about. So basically, that's the story about how This Is Love started.
So that's just one track. Of course,
Mm,
find that the album in its entirety as that love language and that theme going on, as well as you talk about the psychology of love itself.
mm,
um and that gives you the ability to explore the emotional and cognitive and biological aspects of what you're recorded, and what
mm,
we're my audience will currently will listen to. I am
mm,
expecting my audience to respond in a certain way as well. So for the first track already that's played, we have Merlene. She's out of South Carolina, and she says, wow, I'm really loving what I'm hearing. I've already Googled him, and I
blessings,
just
Marlene.
went ahead and got the album because she's already on other tracks. But
Thank you.
Merlene, you can't be listening to my show if you're listening to the tracks over there. But she really loved the track. Is this love already? And she says, this is a radio voice right there. That's what she said. She said this is a radio quality. The minute you hear that track, you know that it's something for mainstream. So she
Appreciate
already
that.
went ahead and she purchased the album. So, ooh, okay,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
all right.
Shout out to Jazz.
Yes, yes, it's Merlin. She's out of South Carolina. Oh my
Shout out
gosh.
Marlene. Thank you.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So, um, in terms of the whole album itself, is there? I know we talk about your mom. Is there any
Mhm.
track that's one specific track on the album that's dedicated to your mom?
Um, now we would have to go to Sweet Memories. Sweet Memories is one of my favorites on the track on the album.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Um,
you have a favorite?
basically, hmm?
No, I say you have a favorite. Sometimes you ask the artist like, "What's the favorite on their album?" And they say, "Well, I don't have a
Mhm.
favorite."
One of my favorites on this collective of work. Actually, I put it together like so. Pretty much every one of them have a special place in my heart.
Mm-hmm.
But one of my favorites that I wrote, and it was inspired by my mom's passing, was Sweet Memories. And the story behind Sweet Memories is basically that we're my mom's sweet memories. We're, you know what I'm saying, our children and our legacy, her legacy. It's like, you know what I mean? It's the circle of life, you know what I mean? And that's where Sweet Memories came from.
Mm.
So it was dedicated to my mom, the love between my mom and my dad, and you know, and them having 13 of us. So
13.
yeah, 11 for my dad and my mom, and my dad had two, you know what I'm saying, as well.
Well, people don't want to have kids like that. No, people just want to have one or two. And
Yeah,
my mom is from a large family. It's like 16 of them. So I understand. Yeah.
yeah, yes, indeed. It created a family environment. You know, it
Hmm.
created a family man out of me. So, you know, I'm grateful for that.
Wow, wow, wow. Loving it. Well,
Yeah.
I love for my audience to hear sweet memories as well. It's actually one of my favorites as well. When I listen to the album and just the whole, like I says, the theme itself, I could tell that it's the love languages and all of that. So it's one of my favorite tracks. All right.
Thank you.
Sweet memories with more Raphael Tate. Go nowhere.
From the very first time I blessed eyes on you, I saw the sunshine, blessed light on the moon, and the stars, they told our future, how we will be together forever, for eternity. So please give me yours. I need all of yours. So would you please take my hand, let it stand on lover's land. I'll be a man, you be my woman. We'll reign together. Some people call me a fool for loving you. I'll tell them this fool's just in love with you. 'Cause you've been my everything, all I need and more. You've been my blessing, babe, all that I need and more. And I want you to know that your love is everything I need. So please give me yours. I need all of yours. So would you please take my hand, let it stand on lover's land. I'll be the man, you be my woman. We'll reign together. And ooh, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love, I'm in love. Ooh, it's your touch, it's your smile, it's your body, it's your eyes, baby. Ooh, comfort me in the rough times, your wisdom just blow my mind. And I need you, baby, need you, baby. I need. So please give me yours. I need all of yours. So would you
yes. That is Sweet Memories. Sweet Memories. That is by our today's guest, Raphael
Thank you.
Tate. So yes, Sweet Memories. But as I listen to the track itself, it's the sync licensing within me that's saying this track
Yeah,
can be used for more than just one reason. It can be used for different or purposes or whatever. That's good songwriting, by the way. Good
thank you.
songwriting. Now, do you write your own material, or do you have a set of writers as well?
Well, I like to write my own material,
Mm-hmm.
and sometimes I get some pointers from different people. However, when I get in the booth,
Mm-hmm.
it's just I let the magic happen. You know what I mean? I let the spirit flow, and whatever comes out comes out. The best take is the best take. But
the,
to answer your question, I write majority of my music,
yes.
my lyrics.
That's awesome. So for Sweet Memories itself, beautiful writing and recording as well.
Thank you, thank you,
Yeah, I love
thank you.
love love the whole production as well.
Yeah,
Now, with the audience
thank you.
themselves, I try to keep them abreast as to some of the things that that you may be known for, that may they may recognize right away, because what happened is there are various persons that are saying, I know I heard his voice in different play. I have to have heard this guy before. The voice sounds
Hmm.
very familiar as well. So let's see. According to my little research,
Hmm.
you were on you were recently on the primetime show Starstruck.
Yes, yes, I did Starstruck representing James Brown.
James Brown. Wow. Talk to me about the experience.
Well, just James Brown has always been for me like a big inspiration because of his vocals,
Mhm.
and a lot of people they I don't think they really emphasize or focus on his vocals and how sharp and how amazing he is. And but I've been a fan, and the fact that he can go from the falsetto to the squealing, the whistle tones, and he was the first artist that I've heard don't do it.
Yeah.
And the, in order to do the show, that I had to go through rigorous
Mhm.
vocal training in order to um, be able to switch from chest to falsetto in
Right.
a second. You know what I mean? So shout out to Josh, man about the voice. You know what I mean, for getting us in shape. You know what I'm saying, for that experience. But it was amazing. It was an amazing opportunity to wear James Brown shoes for a second, and hopefully it's not the last.
Wow. So that's where the dancing comes in, or because were you a dancer before as well, or did you have to do his dance moves? I'm assuming as well,
Yeah.
right? Oh wow.
Yes.
So were you a
So
dancer before?
so growing up, I was in high step and marching bands. So I came from high school to I went to Cross High School in PG County, Maryland. Then I graduated and went to Baltimore, Maryland's Morgan State University. And in those type of marching bands, you have to follow choreography. You have
Mm.
to do dance moves. And I've always picked it up. And we're a dancing family, so that's what we do. So later on, it turned into like me embodying the style of the boogaloo. And then after the boogaloo, then I learned salsa, bachata, kazamba, and I was into the Latin world for about 3, 4 years. So I do LA salsa,
Mhm. Oh,
and yes, in Dominican bachata.
I'm gonna have to see some, past tapes. I have to see some
For
past
sure.
tapes to see Raphael in motion. Now,
Mm,
I mean, you have embodied the arts, with not just your singing, and
mm,
doing working in different environments, because being on Star Trek, you had to work with different audiences as well. Am I correct that you work with a group as well? So
yeah.
you're not just working by yourself, but working in groups. Now, is
Yes.
it a preference for you to work by yourself or with groups?
I mean, I love to, do my solo thing. However, working in a band environment or working in an environment, you involved in a team, yeah, I love it because I used to sing praise and worship on the praise and worship teams at one of TD Jakes' churches back in the day in DC. I used to just just move around singing backgrounds, community groups and stuff like that. So I used to love to harmonize, and I still do. And then also being in the tuba section, I used to be one of the tuba section leaders, the sousaphone
Mm-hmm.
section leaders of my crew, and it was just it's an amazing thing to work with my peers, and also coming from family and playing basketball, and coming from a big family, we it's always us. So it gets a little lonely sometimes being solo, but I love
Yeah.
I love the band thing too.
Well, um, who it is you have a family? Are you from a family of singers, or is this something that you just are blessed with from birth?
My father is a singer.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, my late mother, Patricia Ann Tate, was a devotion leader singer in the church.
Mm-hmm.
So my sister Crystal is a singer. My big brother Salim is a singer. My brother Jerry is a singer. Um, he plays percussion as well. Brother Joel plays drums and sings a little bit. So I come from a family that can sing. They might not all be solo artists, but we all can hold a tune. And I just out of nowhere, just embodied this art of singing and ran with
Well, I
it.
I think for when I ask this question, for instance, this question right here is because
Hmm.
they're actually persons who are actually sending messages as well that I would love to do
Yes,
something
please.
with him, because
Oh,
I love his vibe and I love his singing. So I have to ask
thank you.
these questions for the audience as well to see. Now, if
Mm.
someone listener, if one of the listeners, or how many listeners are listening or whatever, and would like to work with you, is it something you would consider going forward?
Oh yeah. Oh
Okay.
yes.
Okay.
I'm always down for collaboration, for sure.
Okay.
Be a blessing to your listeners and be a blessing to mine. So
Love it.
I'm always down.
Love it. Love it. Love it. All
Mm.
right. Well, to the various people across the world who are currently persons that are across the world are listening right now. You are listening to Raphael Tate. There are a few persons who are just joining right now and saying, who is that? He's on the screen. If but then again, I forgot that everybody is on their phone. Some people are listening by audio. But if you are on YouTube, you'll see his picture. If you're on, the various platforms, you'll see he's on screen as well. And if you actually Google him, you'll see his picture come up. If you go into um, Apple Music or one of that, just put Raphael Tate, and someone is asking me the spelling because I Okay, Sophia. So Sophia, out of Jamaica,
Mm.
she's asking me the spelling because she would like to purchase your music.
Oh,
So
thank you,
it's
Miss Sophia.
so yeah, they get your wallets out today. Like, I gotta remember when I have my album, you guys pull their wallet out. All right.
Yes, indeed.
Raphael is Raphael, and Tate Tate. So plug him in and check it
Thank you.
out, and yeah, go spend some money and support. Yes, we appreciate that as
Oh,
well.
praise.
Now, we've been talking about the music and the different tracks, and we're not going to get away from it because that's one the primary reasons that you're here. But as
Yeah.
well, part of the music is learning as well about what influences the artist to do the music that he does. So when we talk about
Yes, indeed.
R&B and we talk about reggae, and
Mm.
that's what that's your forte. So
Yes.
who are do you have any artists? I've had people on the show that said, oh no, I don't emulate anybody, I just picked it out of the sky and I don't have anybody that actually influenced my music.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how that works, but anyway, do you,
Yeah, for sure.
who are who are your influences, you know
Okay.
music influences? Yeah.
So I think that if you heard this is this love, right?
Hmm.
You'll understand the cadence is more a groove. And I picked that up and I've held this in for a long time. And I don't know why. But one of my top artists that I love is Michael Jackson.
Michael
You know
Jackson.
what I mean?
Hmm.
He's a groove singer. He's he's the king of pop forever. So king of pop and rock and roll and R&B. So Michael Jackson is my top guy. Um, and then you have James Brown. A lot of people don't know this guy. They know him, but they don't know him. His name is David Ruffin. He was the leader of the Temptations for a long time.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
a
a
fan. David
huge
Ruffin.
fan of David
Hmm.
Ruffin and Temptations. Um, and then on the reggae side, I mean, you got Stevie Wonder as well. Stevie Wonder, Prince, um, and the list can continue to go on. Tank, Darrell Babs from PG County as well. So anyway, on the reggae side, you got Bob Marley, of course,
Hmm.
Barris Hammond, Barrington Levy, Taurus Riley, um, Dennis Brown. Um, I mean, the list can go on and on. Brisley Ford from Aswad. Um, and, yeah, these are some of the giants in my life that I look up to and really respect their work.
Love it. Love it.
Mm,
Um, it's quite an interesting list that you have there
yeah.
as well. With no with no interference, why it is that you your recordings are so immaculate, you know,
Mm,
and it's like you just pluck you out
thank
of,
you.
the recording out of all those artists that you have just said. You just it's very good. It's a very good recording, I must say.
Thank
And you can have a good recording, but the tracks are trashy because, or not up to par, I should say, for lack of a better
you.
word. Where it is that you can have like a great track, but the
Mm-hmm.
songwriting could be so much more. But what I'm
Yeah.
finding as I listen to the album is that the songwriting is great, the productions are great. Another thing as
Thank
well, I don't know who do your mixing or mastering, but you should be paying them well because they did a great job. Yeah.
Shout out to Sky Beats, Marlon Hibbert, man.
Yes.
Clap House Studios out in London.
Oh,
And yeah, shout
yeah.
out to my brother.
They did a great job on that. They did a great job on that because,
Thank
people don't understand the art of mastering as well, or not everybody understand the art of mastering, because when you put out tracks
you.
like this and it sits there in your digital platform, but when you go back 5 years and listen again, and
Mm.
you're like, oh, I could hear somebody moving a drum pen in the back.
I know.
you know,
we,
and it's
we clean it up pretty well. We don't play around.
yeah. Now,
I am a perfectionist.
yes, you list all those artists, but
Mm.
within your live performance, have you ever included the songs of any of the artists that you mentioned within your set?
Oh yes.
Hmm.
Tara's Riley. I sing. Um, oh my God. Let me hold on. Let me say Barrington Levy. Barrington Levy. I sing. Oh my God. Why is my brain freezing up? To experience from Barrington Levy. Um, um, uh, Brass Hammond. I sing Feel Good,
Hmm.
and also I sung Rockaway for BBC One Extra International Reggae Day. Um, and then Taurus Riley. She's a queen. I forgot.
Oh wow.
Why is
Okay.
this song?
Because because
Why is this
because
song?
because you're on the spot, so sometimes that happens.
Yes.
Don't beat yourself up.
Yeah, I just can't remember what the song's called.
Oh gosh.
No, I ain't never been so much. Okay, but that one. She's royal. That's it.
She's
Bam.
royal. Oh, you can't
Um,
forget that one. She's
yeah,
royal. Yes.
I don't know why. So, forgive me, my brother. He shows me a lot of love on my, what I'm saying, social media pages as well.
Mhm.
So one day I prayed to work with Taurus Riley, um, because I think that he's one of the elite vocals in the reggae world or in the world in general.
Yeah.
Um, I put him up there. But yeah, for the Temptations, I love to sing "My Girl" and songs like that that the people can relate to. Michael Jackson, Remember the Time. Um, Prince, Beautiful Ones, Purple Rain, Baby I'm a Star. Um,
With
Stevie Wonder.
with all those
Hmm?
tracks, I mean, you're not doing them all one at the same time, but with the list of songs that you're talking about and stuff like that makes
Mm.
you want to see you a live
Yeah.
performance as
Oh yeah.
well. So we'll talk about your live performances that you have coming up, because
Yes, indeed.
I gotta show some love some way
Yeah,
somehow.
please, please. Let's do it.
Yeah, to show some, yeah, because it's nothing like live performance itself. But on that note, I am going to jump to one of your other tracks. And when we come back, we have some questions. This time I'll take some more questions from our listening audience. Go nowhere. You are currently listening to Raphael Tate right here on the One on
When I looked into her eyes, I saw my future there. Yeah, it caught me by surprise, cause no one lives in there. Ooh. Soul to soul, heart to mind, mind to spirit, eye to eye, is how we connected. And the feelings that we feel is so real. I'm mesmerized by your style, by your smile, by your charisma. Ooh, hypnotized. You got that glow and it flows through your essence and it flows. Hope these feelings ain't in vain. Feelings ain't in vain. My soul, I can't get this on my brain. Get this on my brain, yeah. Could it be a fool in love? Ooh, girl, my mind's too blind to see. Could it be a fool in love? Ooh, girl, my mind's too blind to see. Ooh, the way she walks, the way she talks, the way she moves, it takes over me. And I can't deny it, and I cannot hide it. Sweeter than honey, woman of my dreams. And it is all for me, and it flows. Hope these feelings ain't in vain, feelings ain't in vain. My soul, I can't get this on my brain, get this on my brain, yeah. Hope these feelings ain't in vain, feelings ain't in vain. Could it be a fool in love? Ooh, girl, my mind's too blind to see. Could it be a fool in love? Ooh, girl, my mind's too blind to see. Could it be a fool in love? Ooh, girl, my mind's too blind to see. Could it be a fool in love? Ooh, girl, my mind's too blind to see. Could it be a fool in love? Ooh, girl, my mind's too blind.
Yes, yes, yes. That was Raphael Tate. And the meaning of the track, A Fool in Love. A Fool in Love. I mean, oh, self-title. The title says it all, right?
Yes, yes, indeed.
Ma,
Indeed.
do you want to expound on A Fool in Love? track for
A
us.
fool in love
Uh-huh.
is it's kind of like an affirmation type of situation where you know what I mean. I have these dreams of being in love one day. You know what I mean,
Mm.
and basically I'm speaking this girl up, and so it's kind of like living in two different realities. You know what I mean? So and for sure, in today's society, you got the fighting between the males and females out here, and and they basically call you a fool today if you want to be in a relationship. A fool, you want to be in love, or you still believe in love and still trying to fight for love. And listen, I'll be that fool all day because um, it's the image, a relationship between male and female is the image of God. So if we don't, what I'm saying, if we don't come together, then we're lost. We it cease to exist. So I'll be that fool for sure.
Well, we have we have Susan. Oh, she's from my stomping ground. Susan says that you got her at the minute you said that you're a fool. So you're a
I'll be
sucker for
fool.
love.
Uh-huh.
At the beginning of the interview, you said you got me, and the song speaks volume. Oh, yes, yes,
Yes,
you're doing it
yes, thank you.
as well. Shout out to Proverbs. Yes, I see you. Thanks for tapping in as well. As well, we have. I want to make sure I'm saying it correctly. So if I butcher your name, correct me in the chat. But it's catchy, sweet music, aka
Mm.
NDI. Oh, that's Africa. That's the African name as well. But I thank you. I thank you. You guys keep leaving your chats and stuff like that as well, and keep sending in your questions as well, and I will go through them as quickly as possible. So we're running a little bit over time, but I will ask as much of them as I can. And what I can't respond to, or I may not be able to get to, you are more than welcome because it's going to leave your social media platform. You can follow as well as have that conversation with him, telling me, hey, you heard him on the one-on-one music review show with Dr. Empress Rose, who always delivers.
Yes, indeed.
Oh my God! So it said you're tooting your own on. Always, always, yes. And I will not wait for my flowers. I'm taking it by force.
Listen, if you don't big yourself up,
Yeah, I take it by force. Yes.
can't wait for somebody else to be.
That's right. That's right. Within our earlier conversation, you talk about vocal training, and that's one of the things that I realize nowadays.
Mm.
Like, I don't know too much about all the artists, but I know that the majority of artists that I encounter, I will ask the question, "Do you do vocal training?" And they will tell me no, and I'm like,
Mm.
mm, yeah, I think people think that it's a taboo and it no longer
Mm.
needs to be done because
Yeah,
the machines do so much more. But here's the
yeah.
reality. When you are not doing vocal training and then you get on stage and you cannot deliver
Mm.
because the machine was working more for you, then
Mm.
then that then becomes a problem. And it's not just about the vocal exercise is not just about a vocal exercise, it's also about all around exercise for when you go
Yep,
on stage and you're able to deliver as well.
yep,
So
yep.
I heard that you were talking about vocal training, but you're doing that. Did you talk about doing that on the Stardust thing, or is it something that you do regular, or you do from time to time with your recording?
Oh, well, I have to do it. I mean, I don't get to do it as much as I should.
Mm-hmm.
However, when that event came up, of course, I was in rigorous training, and some of those lessons stick with me. And then before my shows and stuff like that, I do my warm ups and everything because the warm ups they actually help you
Yeah.
place and find your voice for that day. Because you could be in a windy city and you need to know how to sing in that environment, or a dry city and you need to know how to sing in that dry city, and you need to know how to use the full length of your instrument and know how to, you know what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
what to do, how to do it, and in any circumstance, any situation. So I believe that understanding the voice is everything, and that's what vocal training does. That's what vocal exercises does. So I do stand by it for sure.
Yes, yes, I love that. Well,
Yeah.
let me just take this moment as well to, just for the listening audience that are hailing from the various countries, Gambia. I see you, Gambia, as well. South Africa
Mm,
is really representing today as well.
let's
Gambia,
go.
Ghana, Nigeria, Mauritius. I see you.
Mm,
As well, Ethiopia, Botswana was on at the beginning as well. Botswana, thanks for showing up. South Africa, Grenada, Guyana,
mm.
Jamaica, Trinidad, Trinidad and Tobago. Somebody said correction.
Lock in it.
So I said Trinidad. Somebody said Tobago as well. It's okay. Trinidad and Tobago. Trinidad and Tobago. I see you guys as well. Um, I,
Yes,
I,
indeed.
I really appreciate everybody coming out and um, showing love because I haven't been here for a while. I got very ill and I haven't done anything, and I was told to take my time before I resurface. And even
Mm,
when resurface, to take it easy. So today, that's the reason because we have Curtis in the chat who is asking why I only have two artists today. Yes, I only have two artists. I'm starting out with two, and the more it is that I'm feeling better, then I will move up the number. I don't know that I
okay.
will ever go back to doing 10, but
Mm,
we'll move up the number as health becomes, you know, is a priority right now as well, right? And in order for me to
yes,
serve
indeed.
you, I also have to make sure that I'm healthy. Yeah,
Yes,
for you to be
indeed.
able to hear this voice
100%. 100%.
as well. Yeah. Now, in terms of the album and locally amongst your peers and your friends and your colleagues and stuff, how are persons accepting the album, especially knowing that you haven't released in about 4.5, 5 years? How is it
Yeah.
accepted?
The response is great. I've been getting with 10 out of 10s. For the flow of the album, the vibe of the album, the lyrics, the vocals, the
Mm-hmm.
production. I've been getting nothing but love from my peers, and everybody's excited, and they and one of my good friends that I grew up with in high school said to me, he was like, "Now this one," he said, "This my stuff right here. I love this one right here." So you know what I
Yeah.
mean. And he's normally shout out to NY and Andre. You know what I'm saying? They've been big critics from the beginning. You know what I mean? They don't.
Yeah,
You
but
know
that's
how
what you
people don't,
need.
play. So he was like, "Man, I love this one right here." You
Yes.
know what I mean? So
Yeah.
I knew I was on the right track. And my brothers, everybody's loving it. So I can't complain at all.
Yeah. So it was worth the wait, you would say.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Worth the
yeah. It was
wait.
worth the wait. Like
Hmm.
five, I've been putting this album together for it's either 5 to 7 years. I've been putting things together, so I'm glad that the wait is over. I'm glad it's finally out there, and this is me. This is my vocals. This is me. This is all I got to give. I mean, at this moment, this
Hmm.
this is a marker. This is it's a marker for me. So all of me to right now is on this album.
Okay, let's talk about accomplishments. Where
Mm,
Billboard, Grammy, any of the above. I like to give people the floor to state your accomplishments because I think it's so valid. When you just are out there doing stuff and you don't have a goal, and there are
hmm
persons that can do it. However, even for myself, how I was from a very young age, I always know that there has to be a goal, whatever it is that you're doing. Because when you're working towards the goal, then you end up, do not get swayed by, you know, they would say barking dogs over here, there. You're working towards your goal, and things can happen, but you know that you still have that goal as well,
100%.
right?
100%.
Yeah. So, and then as you work towards that goal, there are accomplishments, and you get to shout out from the rooftop
Yes, indeed.
those
Yes, indeed.
accomplishments as well, however you choose to do it. Yeah. So,
Mm.
talk to me about accomplishments with the music thus far, and what are your, your new goals, any new goals
Okay.
that you may have for the future.
Okay. So, one of my goals. I mean, one of my accomplishments that I'm grateful for is a couple years ago, maybe 2023. I
Mm-hmm.
started to be a resident at this place in Chelsea called the 606 Club, and where I got to work with my big brother, also call him Uncle Mo, Morris Pledges, where he was doing for the 5 or 10 years. Janet Jackson, Michael Jackson, this is his tour. I got to work with him, closely, and what I'm saying, he's been a mentor, but he's a big brother to my uncle, you know what I mean. So to be able to stand on the stage with him and for him to endorse me, um, you know, that's a major accomplishment. Charting on Billboard, 2017, 2018, um, was a major accomplishment out of nowhere. That was my first track,
Mm-hmm.
Very Beat of My Heart. Then also to chart on Music Week in the UK and get to like, it was either number 10 or number 15. Um, in Music Week charts, joining the Recording Academy and receiving my first album, putting out my first album, Seven Different Considerations for the R&B genre, was major for me. And as we talked about, representing James Brown, working with Jazzwide, which is a multi Grammy award winning producer.
Yes.
Um, working with Shawnee B from BBC One Extra. Work in the UK. Working with Ajah Music, Jermaine Ajah Music. Working with him and his family. Going on tour with Black Uhuru, opening up for Odyssey. Um, and the list continues. And
I
I'm
love it.
yeah,
Yeah.
I'm grateful, and I look forward to books and movies and screenwriting and directing and all that coming up soon.
That's right. That's right. The sky's the limit. I keep telling people reach for the skies, but you know
Mm,
what? There are so many things that are going on in this world right now,
yeah,
um, that you can easily get knocked off
yeah,
what exactly you're signing up for. So
yeah,
I encourage persons right now to be very strong. And if you do need help to be strong, that you can reach out to someone. And you can't reach out to everybody, because sometimes you reach other people and they go tell somebody else, like, oh, he's weak
mm,
or she's weak or whatever.
yeah,
But just know, especially right now, the month of June is Men's Mental Health Awareness Month. So for
yeah,
anyone, everybody, who needs to take a step back, especially from social media, can be very addictive and not very promising as well, even though that's why
mm,
we're there. Can take a step back as well and pay attention to more important things such as yourselves as well, right?
yeah.
Well, I tell you what, on that note, we're going to vibe out of here. I wouldn't say that we have asked you all the questions, but my listening audience know that I have various shows. So I will
Mm.
ask you to do a longer interview on one of my show at a later date where persons can know more about you. But I think I have
I,
asked
Honest
enough
truth.
questions
Mm.
and as well, you know, yeah. So, is there anything that you would like to address or would like to say before we get to a track that we're going to vibe out with?
Okay, okay. So I do have to say this as well because a lot of times we focus on the accomplishments and the achievements and the trophies and awards and all the rest of these things. But one of the things that I am very grateful for that I've been able to achieve is to be, um, a stay-at-home dad. You know what I mean? While I'm doing my work on the weekends,
Yes.
I'm taking care and raising my baby daughter. You know what I'm saying? That and to get her to the age of 3, she's super intelligent. She can sing, she dance, she can dance. She's safe. She doesn't get sick too much because of me looking after her. And for me to be able to do that is a major achievement.
That's an achievement.
Um, you know what I'm saying? And I'm grateful for it to be. When people tell me I can't do it, and people say I'm not good enough, and people say that you know, all the different things that people
Hmm.
might say, you know. And I'm glad that I stood 10 toes down to be my daughter's father. So
I
that's
love
an
it.
amazing feat to me.
I love it. And to all the dads out there as well, the single dads
Mm.
out there as well, that's doing it, because it can go from point A to B real quick.
Yeah,
Especially in
for
this day
sure.
and age right now, there's not a lot of patience as well
Hmm.
on both sides.
Hmm.
So yeah, but that's a whole nother story for another show.
Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. And I
Right?
do want to shout out. I do want to shout out my family to Tate.
Mhm.
My grandfather just turned 96 the other day. So happy birthday, Papa. Shout out to SJW, my boo, coming home. And my daughter and my son Micah. You know what I'm saying? I love y'all. Yeah, man. And
Yeah.
all my production team, engineers, everybody. I appreciate y'all, man. Thank y'all. Raquel, Zion, big up.
Big up to Zion. Yes. So, in terms of social media handles and the
Mhm.
listening audience, what's your message to them, or what can they look forward to? Any happenings within the next few months? You're right now you're on a media tour where you're doing a lot of
Yes,
interviews to promote the album,
yes,
but
yes.
outside of that, um, live performances that may be coming up that they can look forward to as well, and any
Okay,
additional support that you need from them.
thank you. So I am doing. I know people who don't do CDs too much, but I grew up in a CD era. I grew up in a record era. So I am putting out a vinyl very soon, and I also have CDs. And I'm doing a listening party on the 28th of June in Derbyshire. If you guys are in the UK and you want to slide through, it's called the Brex in Derbyshire. You can find all the details on my social media, Raphael Tate official, RAPHAL official. Um, Also, I will be on tour with Black Uhuru when they're doing the European tour, and they're doing their dates in the UK. The legendary Jazz Cafe on the 30th, and then you can find the rest of the details on my social media about the rest of the tour.
Love it, love it.
Mm,
Wow. Well, okay. They have something to look forward to. Well, I'm
definitely.
going to play the title track of the album, All of Me, to vibe out. What would you like to tell our listening audience about this track, All of Me?
Well, I dedicate this track to a really close friend of mine. Her name is Sarah Jane, and she's one of the influences and one of the reasons why I put this album out, because of the fact that you know um, I wanted to give it all of me, everything that I had to give.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and also in situations in life, um, people are afraid to totally dive in to whatever they want,
Mm-hmm.
whether it be their career, whether it be anything, love, anything. People be timid to dive in, and I just want to encourage people to give it all you got. And if it don't work, what I'm saying, a no is good enough as a yes. Sometimes when you close doors and you get ready for what God has for you, if it's a no. You know what I'm saying? That might just not be the situation for you. So I just want to encourage everybody to go 100%. Put your eggs in the basket. You know what I'm saying? Go 100% and give it all you got. Give it all of you, as I'm giving it all of me. And what I'm saying? See what they do.
All of Me. Huh. I love it. That's the title track from the album, All of Me. You have been listening to Raphael Tate. Ladies and gentlemen, here is All of Me. And I will be right back with more to close out. Don't go anywhere.
You kicking me out, got my head spinning. No
Oh, we closing.
kidding, I can't pin you down. What's What's going on with your beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I am so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy, but I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning, even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me. If you give me all of you, give you all of me. Cards on the table, we're both showing hearts, risking it all, though it's hard, yeah. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning, even when I lose, I'm winning. Give your all to me. If you give me all of you, oh, give you all of me. If you give me all of you, all of me. What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding, I can't pin you down. What's going on with your beautiful mind?
Yes, 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 ladies and gentlemen. I thank you for staying the course with me today. I tell you, I appreciate everyone across the pond, across the world, who tapped in today on such short notice, by the way, and showed me love. I appreciate it and showed the artist love as well. It's not all about me, it's about the various artists that I bring each and every week, or every month, and every year, so persons could know about them as well. I thank you. Thanks for vibing with me. So, if you would like to submit to our one on one music review show, we are always accepting submissions. To be considered, please send a brief bio, 1 to 3 MP3s. Don't send me 60 MP3s. I know if you could sing by the first one. So, do not send me 60 because I have persons who go over 1 to 3 MP3, their social media handles to globalmusicreport@gmail.com. So, as we vibe out, our capital home is International Stars. That's INTLSTARZ. You can find us across the social media platforms. And for a more intimate approach, you can look out for me. My favorite is Instagram, Infinite Empress, INFINITEMPRESS. And if it is, you're all about business, please, Dr. Empress Rose G. Okay? So, again, thank you for listening, and I will vibe you out with All of Me by Raphael Tate. Have a blessed rest of the evening. And thanks for lending to me
'Cause
each and every
all
day
of me
listening here.
loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose or winning, give your all to me. If you give me all of you, oh, give you all of me. If you give me all of you, all of me. What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't pin you down. What's going on with your beautiful mind? I'm on your magical mystery ride, and I am so dizzy, don't know what hit me, but I'll be alright. My head's underwater, but I'm breathing fine. You're crazy, but I'm out of my mind. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose, I'm winning. 'Cause I give you all of me. If you give me all of you, give you all of me. Cards on the table, we're both showing hearts, risking it all, though it's hard, yeah. 'Cause all of me loves all of you. Love your curves and all your edges, all your perfect imperfections. Give your all to me, give my all to you. You're my end and my beginning. Even when I lose or winning, give your all to me. If you give me all of you, oh, give you all of me. If you give me all of you, all of me. What would I do without your smart mouth? Drawing me in and you kicking me out. Got my head spinning, no kidding. I can't